Alright, welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Wyatt.
Justin?
Today we're taking a look at the 5 Vegas 5, Cinco Vegas, whatever it is, Relic. We had the
AAA.
AAA, that's right, of the 5 Vegas, and I enjoyed that one. This Relic, I don't know much about it. Justin doesn't know much about it. We just know that it's a Corojo wrapper.
Yeah, I believe it's Corojo wrapper.
Yeah, and it's possible that it's a Maduro. Again, we're not sure, but regardless, looks like a really good stick. This is a, it's got the tapered end on this cigar. I see a lot of stems. I mean, lots and lots of stems. And the seams are definitely visible, but hopefully that's not going to be a problem. The cigar itself, on the aroma, I get sort of a cured hay smell. How about you?
Well, yeah, just like you, I got lots of veins running through here. And you're right, the seams are done well, but they're visible because it's almost like it's a little bit, the wrapper is a little bit different shade right there, and it's not a big deal. The only thing I'm a little worried about, and is probably in shipping, is it's like perfectly round and then all of a sudden it's got like a dent in the side. Didn't damage the wrapper, but it's got almost like they pinched it a little bit right here during shipping or something.
Yeah, I got a couple of those too.
Yeah, but it has been in the humidor a while, so it should be ready to smoke. I just hope that doesn't become an issue. And yeah, aroma though for me, I guess something kind of odd. I don't want to say, I definitely pick up that hay note, but it's almost, you know, there's something odd. It's like there's a fresh smell to me, like almost like a fresh pine. But
yeah, I get that too.
Yeah, it's got
pine. You're right. It's pine.
It's kind of like a fresh pine coming off the wrapper.
Yeah.
And of course the foot's so, because it has that perfecto tapered in that you can't get much off of it. Is that wrapper? But yeah, like a fresh pine is what I get off of it. Anyway, let's get it cut up, toast it up, and see how it develops. Doesn't really matter if you toast a perfecto.
I don't get any of that pine on the first puff.
Whew.
I'm not sure what that is.
I can't get much because I just lit the tip and it's like, I'm going to put like 1,000 psi to get it out, anything out. But as it widens out, it'll loosen up.
I get a little bit of that hay, but there's definitely something there, but it's not something I think I've tasted in a cigar before.
It's starting to open up for me, and I'm afraid that because I've been super puffing that it's kind of heated up, but you're right, I don't get any of that pine.
No.
Definitely pick up a little bit of like a grassy flavor. Yeah. Nothing horrible. Definitely got a little earth to the body, but again, it's such a small area, I'm not getting much yet.
I'm not sure what that is. It's not really grassy or earthy. It's just I don't know. It's not that it's bad. It's a good taste. I just don't know what that is. I can't put a name to it.
Yeah.
It's
I think I've turbo smoked it, that it's just a little hot for me and stuff's washing out right now. But I mean, you want to get into the first third?
Yeah.
So let's get into the first third and get out of this tapered end, and we should be able to pick up some better flavors.
Well, welcome back. We're about 10 minutes in. We've been talking about that flavor that I picked up, and Justin's been talking about like a mesquite sort of flavor, and I'd agree with that. I mean, I've only smelled mesquite, but I mean, if I had to put a taste to what a mesquite might taste like, I'd say it probably tastes like this cigar. It's sweet, but it's definitely got something else going on. On the finish, it's like, I still don't know if I can really put a name to it. It's like a sweet mesquite. I mean, that's the type of thing that I could attribute this to. But I'm enjoying this so far. Like I was saying earlier, a taste that I've never really had in a cigar before. So, how about you?
I would say medium in body and medium in strength. It's not overpowering, but it's definitely got some flavors. Draws opened up for me. No construction issues. Burns well. But flavor, you know, we were talking, and some of you out there that know when I say a mesquite, a honey mesquite, and you're out in the desert, you know what plant I'm talking about. And a lot of it is we burn it for smoking, you know, meats and stuff, honey, and even for fireplace, and it gives off a nice aroma. And that's where I'm really, to me, that's what the smoke smells like. And if you've ever, the little bean pods that come off of a honey mesquite, if you ever chewed on them, they always have this kind of like a sweet sensation. And that's what I'm getting in this cigar. And I know that not everyone knows what I'm even talking about. You can call me crazy, but that's kind of what I say. It's like a sweet wood, and I would say like a sweet honey mesquite. It's very a light sweetness, not overpowering, and it's definitely got some wood to it. So I would say a sweet wood. I want to say honey mesquite, but those of you that not have any idea what I'm talking about, I would say just like a sweet wood flavor. To me, there's some touches of earth in the finish. It's relatively long. It doesn't, like right before my next puff, it goes clean for me, so it doesn't go well into the next draw, but it's definitely relatively long. I really enjoy this cigar. I've had it before, and it's about the same flavors. So yeah, so far pretty decent stick for me.
All right. Well, as we get into the halfway point, we'll tell you what we think. All right, welcome back. We're about halfway through this 5 Vegas Relic. I'm really enjoying this so far. We've been talking about that mesquite-like flavor, and that hasn't really changed for me. Definitely a lot of sweetness there, but just sort of a general sweetness. I mean, to me, it doesn't really focus on any particular area, but a pretty long-lasting finish, like Justin was saying. When I'm going for my next draw, the finish is pretty much still there. Not that much difference in the retrohale for me, but yeah, I mean, it's not a very heavy cigar. I'd say this would probably be a good morning cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just something to kind of wake yourself up. But again, with a cup of coffee or something, tastes really, really good. What do you think?
I agree with that 100%. It's definitely medium in body, medium in strength. I haven't had any burn issues. Not perfect, but no touch-ups. Draws opened up and it's very nice. The finish has picked up and goes well into the next draw. And it's just that same, sweet mesquite wood. And it's very simple in the sense that that's the only flavor I'm getting. We haven't had any even hint of a change in flavor. It's just that very consistent. But so far, a decent stick. I would agree. It's a nice morning stick, something to wake you up. Not real complicated. So if you're still groggy, you wouldn't have to be hard to pick out the flavors. But at the same time, I think, we say it's not just a morning stick. This would be good for any time. It's just, it's not going to eat your lunch if you don't eat, or if you're still a little woozy from the hangover, if you do that. But so far, yeah, decent stick. Let's get into the final third, see how it develops.
All right, welcome back. We're at the last third. Not any real flavor change for me. I just got that real sweet, woodsy sort of taste throughout. Very pleasant. Sort of a odd burn in the second half, but nothing that I really needed to touch up. Yeah, the construction otherwise was good. The seams and stems that I was talking about earlier, they perform fine. So overall, not a very complex cigar. Not too much going on, but like we said, just something to wake you up in the morning. Not anything that you really need to focus on. So sort of a task cigar, like we've said in the past. Scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this one like a solid. I give it like a solid 7. I'd smoke this one again. It's not going to be something I'm going to rush to my local brick and mortar to get, but I would definitely smoke it again, and just to kick back and enjoy a stick. Good cigar.
Yeah, I'd agree. I have had no construction issues. Burn's been decent, never needing a touch up. Draw's been good. No complaints on construction. Always been medium in body, medium in strength. Flavors is just that sweet wood, or as I like to say, like a sweet honey mesquite. Yeah, just you know, like why I said, a task cigar. If you're just not really wanting to think about it, but it's a good cigar. Very, very simple, not complex. There's not a lot of flavors, and there's no flavor change, but definitely a decent stick. I'd recommend it. I think I got these online for around $3 a stick, so they're not horribly overpriced, and you know they're well worth the price in my opinion, actually. But if I was gonna rate it, I'd agree with White. A nice solid 7. It is simple. It's that flavor, you know, just a nice sweet wood. It's not overpowering. It's not, you know, like some of the cigars that we have that do not have, excuse me, a flavor change. We don't want the flavors to change, and we rate them a lot higher, even though they're not complex. Though this is a good, pleasant flavor, it's not, you know, it's not like a super potent flavor. It's not really right there on the tongue. It's just kind of like I said, medium in body. So yeah, I just rated about a 7. But you know, yeah, good stick. I cannot complain. But again, if you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. Till next time, smoke them if you got them.